This video is going to show you how you record your contributions to Voicethread on the days in which they are due. So when you come to a Voicethread, the first thing that you would do is click on the play button at the bottom left of the page. I went ahead and recorded a test message just to give you a sense of how this works. The first thing you'll hear when you click on play for a particular Voicethread is going to be me. And I will provide some comments or explanation and then lead to a particular prompt to which I want you to respond. Voicethreads will typically be several slides long as I go through some material either to reinforce it from the last class or to give you some mini explanations for the next class. Remember, we're trying to flip the classroom here so that explanations can come outside of class that will allow us more time to talk about the material once we're actually face to face. When other classmates have come in before you, you will see their icons in a row on the left side of the screen, and that will give you a visual representation of who said what when, so you can follow the train of the conversation. Okay, so when it's actually your turn to leave a comment, you would go down to the plus sign at the bottom middle of the screen, click on that, and you will see 5 options that Voicethread gives you to leave a comment. Of those 5, I want you to do only the actual top 3 here, but let me say what the others are. This arrow is how you can upload a written comment to Voicethread, and this icon here, this ABC, is a way that you can leave a text. So this is a text about Aquinas, and you'd save that, and then you would see me show up twice because I left the next comment, and there you would see my text. Now this is not what I want, because Voicethread's real advantages are allowing the human voice to come through, and so much is communicated by the human voice that is not communicated just by text. So I would just trash this text. But it lets me say that one of the nice things about Voicethread is that when you leave your other kinds of comments, you can also just trash them and start over if you don't like the way they look or sound. So I'm just going to delete this comment, and it's going to ask me to be sure. I say yes. Okay, so let me now show you the other 3 options, any one of which you're welcome to use. First is the standard audio recording. So you go there, click on the microphone. First time you do this, your computer will ask if you are giving Voicethread access to your microphone, and click on allow. It gives you this warm-up, psych yourself up, and now you're leaving your audio comments. You then go to the bottom of the screen and click on stop recording, or you just click on return. You can also click on a pencil and leave a visual comment if you're pointing to a particular kind of idea or part of the slide. I don't think you would use this very often, but it is there for you if you ever feel the need. Pick yourself up, and now you're leaving your audio comments. You then go to the bottom of the screen and click on stop recording, or you just click on return. You can also click on a pencil and leave a visual comment if you're pointing to a particular kind of idea. Okay, let's just assume that I thought that was perfect and I wanted to save it. So now you'll see that I have a second picture of me on this screen, and that just meant that I recorded a comment after I recorded a comment. So you can go back to the first comment, or you can go there and it'll play that comment all over again. Okay? So another option is to make a video comment, and you would go there and click on record. And there I am. So here's a way that you can be even more expressive by having both voice and video uh, as your voice thread. And I encourage you to use that. If you don't mind doing so, I think it would make things a lot more personal and fun for the rest of us. So that's another option. So the last option is that VoiceThread could actually give you a phone call, and you can record your comment over the phone. So click on the phone, that's my number, don't spread it around. If I click on call me,
After the beep, leave your comment. When finished, just hang up, or for more options, press 1.
hello VoiceThread, thanks for the call. So now we can play that back.
Hello, Voicethread. Thanks for the call.
Okay, so those are the different options you have, and depending upon what you feel most comfortable doing, you choose one of those three. Please always try to speak for 2 to 4 minutes total to contribute to the conversation. So I like to say that you have 2 to 4 minutes of homework for each class. Sometimes generating those 2 to 4 minutes takes a little bit longer than just that amount of time, but really that's what we're shooting for, and you don't have to leave comments of that length in any one comment. That's why I say total. So if you would like to come back into the conversation a couple different times, that's certainly okay. If someone says something that responds to you and you want to respond to that person, please feel absolutely free to do that. It's very important as you're doing your voice threads that you are bringing in other students, but also the class readings or something I asked you to see on video for that particular day. And when you bring in other students, please do refer to them by name so that we have a good idea of who's saying what to whom and in response to whom, to whose points. VoiceThread also has a new feature that allows direct responses to particular comments. And I'm just going to play the portion on the VoiceThread help page that explains this threaded discussion feature for you.
VoiceThread now supports an option to let people make actual threads off of the central conversation. People can click on this button to make a new thread, and comments in that new thread will have round avatars and be connected by a white line and border just to help keep things organized.
You'd use this if you wanted to directly respond to someone's particular comment. So for example, someone comments, another person comments after her, and then you're the third person in, but you really want to comment to what the first person says. So instead of just making a regular comment, which would have your comment appear just third on the list, as you've seen already, you could click on the icon of the first person's comment and then directly respond to her according to the way this video showed you. And finally, there is a rubric for voice threads on your syllabus, and that's how you will be graded for every one of the days on which voice threads are due. Okay, have some fun with these things. They really are meant to be kind of a different way to interact with the material and with each other. And so you should enjoy the interaction, and it will help us understand the material better the more that we are able to interact with it outside of class and then come into class and be able to talk about the particular issues that came up in our conversation. Okay, thanks for watching.